Hello everyone, and feel very welcome to this channel now. This is the tutorial that we announced back in the past few weeks, and well, it's my very distinguished pleasure to welcome you into this channel now in order for you to get this tutorial, which I bring to you with a lot of effort and love so that you can, well, try to learn something maybe. So what we're gonna be doing today we're gonna be developing a concept art workflow to create a 3D pumpkin. We're gonna be using first Photoshop to more or less illustrate the concept art in which we're gonna base up our work. Good. So without any more further ado, I'm gonna just start right ahead. So first things first, this is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. So we're going to create a nightly look and feel. Okay, look and feel is going to be nightly. This is going to be my background or environment. You can call it as you wish. Environment. I'm gonna leave it as is. Alright, so now I just chose black in order to give it some cool looks. I'm gonna just place this guide in what I think that could be a good reference for my bottom. Okay, good. So this is our horizontal line. Then I'm gonna leave this layer for now. We're in Photoshop, by the way. I'm gonna place a lock in that. This tutorial is not going to be pretty close to a basic tutorial, so if you have any sort of question or something, maybe you can leave it in the comments of the video, and I can try to reach out back at you to try to solve your inquiry at any time afterwards. Okay, so I'm gonna press Ctrl+0 on my keyboard in order to fit the canvas to the view. Now that I did so, in the new layer, maybe I'm gonna create a group here. This group, I'm gonna call it reference. Right? In this group, I will just create a form, elliptical form, and also I'm gonna remove the lock for now. I'm gonna select my background, Ctrl+T, in order to enable the transform functions of my layer. Then this will give me a good reference of what is my canvas half, where I will place this other vertical guide, so I can have this reference just in case I need it. Right, so I'm gonna click on the elliptical form button at my left in my toolbar, and then I'm gonna try to fit my pointer in the part which all both of the guides meet together. Then I'm gonna just drag elsewhere, you see. But if you press Shift and Alt together, this will be opening the radius around the point that you just selected. So I'm gonna go up, 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 you see, and then I'm gonna just press I'm gonna separate my, okay, let's do it again so you can see. I'm gonna do that pointer in the middle, unique, and drag, and then press Shift Alt, and this will be growing up the radius. Then I'm gonna drag my pointer upwards, and I will separate the pointer from the tablet, and then with my key arrows I will leave it as is. Okay, now I'm gonna turn up the background, and I'm gonna go to my transform move tool, and then I'll leave it there. Right, so I'm gonna double click in my ellipse, and then I will just copy this sample tool. Is very important. I'm gonna just click on it. I just selected 3 colors to create a palette in my sample tab, and those are pretty much the colors that we're gonna be using. So this will be the basic shape of my pumpkin. So I'm gonna just Control T again to transform. If you click, pressing Control, and then drag one of the corners of your shape square delimitation gizmo here, you will be able to just warp it as you need or as you wish. So I'm be trying to just create or transform this as I believe that the shape of my pumpkin could be. So in this case, it's gonna be a little warp towards the top, like this, more or less like this. Good. So here we are. I'm gonna leave it like this. Good. I'll press enter, and there we go. So what else I'm going to be doing here? We need some detail. So now I'm gonna grab this layer upwards, and I'm gonna just press Alt between 2 layers. So this is going to bind them together. Then I'm gonna click on this other more soft orange, where I will press my B button, and pressing and holding Alt and the left button. This will allow me to mess up with my brush radius like this. And also I'm gonna go up into my various brush options, like pressing opacity. This little icon goes for opacity, also this one goes for radius. So whenever I start like just beginning here, like you see, not much, but you will be able to see that this will allow me to play with pressure and also transparency, opacity, and radius of my brush stroke. Alright, so this is going to be very useful. I'm gonna get rid of this, but now I'm gonna create a new one, and I'm gonna bind it again. Right, I'm gonna press R in my canvas, and as I press R and Shift, this is going to turn this like 90 degrees around, and I'm gonna go brush stroking, so I can create this sort of like lighting effect, like if the light was hitting some of the different areas of my pumpkin surface. Alright, so now I can use this guy as my reference to create this middle part here, and then finesse a little bit the other one. Remember to try to just create some rounded strokes so that we are able just to create this finish, trying to simulate all the sort of like areas, the bumpy areas, and all the roundness of the surface of this pumpkin. Right, so there we go. And the more we stroke and create more brush strokes, we will get more sense of depth in here. So now that I have this one, create another one and also bind it over. Good. And I'm gonna set this blending mode to multiply. Good. And then I'm gonna select this yellow color. I'm gonna go to brush again. So click on the brush. Don't mess with this. Just I'm gonna be increasing a little bit down. Stroke and just a bit. Then I'm gonna go to, you see, I'm gonna go to normal so you can see all the strokes, and I'm gonna give a few more like such. Maybe I'm just gonna leave it like this, and that's the way I like it. Right? Good. Now we have this, and I'm gonna select this orange one, and I'm gonna lower it down up to 24. Then I will just lower down the, uncheck the opacity and the pressure option, just lower down the opacity to 65, and then I will just press Z in my keyboard to zoom on that one. No, I'm gonna create a new layer here, and I'm gonna bind it again. And this is very important because this is the part where we are going to indicate that this is cut or carved. Well, this is cut because it's just a cut to make the open part of the top here. I'm gonna turn it to multiply, and there you go. You will see it like if it was just cut off, right? So I'm just gonna try to stroke it and stroke it so that this appears to be irregular. Okay, there we go. And maybe what else? Yeah, this is fine. I'm just gonna leave it like that, and then I'm gonna try to start drawing this sort of like okay, I'm gonna do it pretty simple and traditional. Okay, so there we go, like this. All right, good. Try to remember it's gotta be rounded down, and yeah, this has to look like if the bottom teeth are bunny teeth. So there we go. Now go back down, and remember, this is just a reference, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but at the end of the day, we have to create let's finish. So do not be overconfident about not perfecting things, but do not take more time than the one that we really need in this. So there we go. Here, 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 and so there we go. This is unlikely our good old carved pumpkin, and we're good to go. I believe almost good to go. Good. All right. So this is what we do here. Good. And under this one, I'm gonna create another one. So if you create a new layer between two layers that are already binded, you will be able to just multiply this, bind it automatically. So there, this is like the extruded part of it, you know, the parts of the inside of our pumpkin wall. Yeah, with all of the pulp of this wonderful vegetable root. I don't know what it is. Tuberculous, I think. Maybe. Don't get into much detail on that, so just remember this is a reference, good old reference, and boom, there we got it. Now I'm gonna create a new layer outside here. Cancel. I don't know what is doing this. So good. This is gonna be my basic pumpkin, and yeah, I'm missing some other details. So where were we? Oh, good. So we're gonna be here. I'm gonna go back in this. Okay, good. And then I was just almost missing this. So remember that the bunnies are this is like a bunny. So I'm gonna be using this thing here. Okay, 100, and there we go. Remember that it's using this one. I pick this color real quick so I can almost equal it, and maybe just bring it down so we can concentrate this trace here. And it's almost okay. Let it work. Remember, this is just reference, and there we go. Boom. Leaving this like that. This is just a little hint, and there. Somewhere it's creating this good effect of you know, when you peel off some vegetables, they tend to get like oxidated with air whenever the pulp is in deep contact with the air. So that's how like the colors turned a little bit more obscure, more dark, and that's what I'm trying to suggest with this finish right in here, right? So take that into consideration, but because when we start working on this part of the of the process, like developing the textures and whatnot, that will be very important. So we're gonna try to just simulate everything. Good. So there we are. And we're gonna go back here with this. And remember, this was 65. This 65 with this. And I'm gonna go just with the parts that are, no, sorry, it was down here. Alright, these are the parts that are like the bulb in the bottom. Alright, I'm gonna go up in here and I'm gonna get my eraser and just do this to that, and then I'm gonna brush again and create this part. I'll go here, brush, and then select this one, and maybe just give some little strokes in here, like such, just to accentuate this effect in the borders. There we go, and such. Now, outside we don't have anything. Good. We're gonna select that, and we're gonna be choosing screen. Where's my screen thing? Here. Alright, and then I'm gonna go click left clicking here so that the roughness of my trace lowers down, and I'm gonna try to but just like that. Alright, good. So no, not like that, it's too much. Just like this, good. And then just like that much, right? That much. Try to just accentuate a little bit here. Then I'm gonna lower down this and just try to fit this in here. And I'm gonna just click in here and then press shift, and then here, and here, and boom, we have the glow nester. Alright, this is about fine. Then I'm gonna go here and give it a little bit more of brightness so that I can give it a little more sense of depth to this, like such, right? In here as well, just a tad, and here just a little bit. Good. Do it just like that. Then I'm gonna go lower down the opacity, of course, just like this. I'm gonna go to filter, blur. Where's my blur filter? Yeah, here. And I'm gonna search for a Gaussian blur. Not much, just a tad. Good. There we go. We're almost done. We're almost done with this. So this may be the glow. Okay. Jump. Glow. Boom. And I believe that maybe I would just add a little bit more of detail here, but with another color. So I'm gonna pick up this one and I'm gonna turn it a little bit darker with my brightness here. And then, okay. Then I'm gonna bump it up And the opacity, I think it's fine, but I'm gonna click on my opacity to pressure on stylus option, and then I will just go to this new now say outline, right there we go, and I'm gonna start just like sort of like outlining this somehow. First, okay, something weird is happening, but I don't know, maybe I'll just get rid of that, and I'll put it outside every folder that I have. Okay, so I need to darken it way more. Alright, yeah, I see what this is, and it's the hardness of stroke. Good, there we go, and the opacity as well. Boom. Maybe we need another one. There we go. Now we're talking, and I'm gonna lower this down, and I'm just gonna give it this finish. All right, good. So like this, and like this, and like this. Right. So I'm just gonna create a really subtle outline on this, trying to follow up with the lines and the borders of each color, right? So good. I'm gonna just also do this. Good. Good. And continue here. Try not to get too far from your original shape. So there, and here, and also here too. Try to just not fuck up as much as I do, because my pulse is not that wonderful. I'm gonna just delete all those strokes that are too exaggerated, like this one, and then I'm gonna go back and start to even them like this. Take your time, we're not rushing it. I mean, it's 4 o'clock in Mexico City, and if everything flows as intended, we're not gonna be needing a lot of time. So I'm gonna just turn it around, because I'm starting messing up here, but you can take your time. Right, so like this, do it like this, take your time, be patient. What I'm not very good at managing things with patience, but I think that you could do. No one is rushing you up, so take your time. I'm just a little bit rushed, yeah, but I'm always in a rush, so good. And here, just no. Now I'm gonna just grow these, and here, and there. There we go. I'm gonna be using this like that. Just give it a hint, okay? And also here in the surroundings of this part, just give it some color here, delimiting the parts. I'm not gonna take much on this task. We're almost done. Good. And there we go. I think that I'm gonna be just giving a little hint here, not too much detail, because if not, there is going to be a lot of time trying to finesse this, and this is no illustration tutorial, just for you to know what would be something that I believe as a good workflow and pipeline to develop your own pieces of art. If you just follow along with that. Okay, so I'm gonna just suggest the wrinkles of the surface here with some strokes that are not too strong, but now we're just able to see what's this about. Okay, what we're all about with this. Good. And I hope that you love the audience can enjoy this a lot. This is for you with a lot of effort, with the heart on it, and well, there we go. Now I'm gonna just turn this to multiply, and I'm gonna be lowering down the opacity just like that, and apply a filter. So blur and Gaussian filter, not much, around 1.3. Let's see. Okay, good. There we go. And also, I'd like to just Shift Alt to keep it as it is, and I'm gonna be placing this right here. Okay, so good. Go outline. This right here is my pumpkin. I'm gonna name it P. I'm gonna create another layer because we're missing the little stem here, and I'm gonna just select this greenish thing. I'm gonna go to the hue. I'll place it somewhere around here, saturate it a little bit more. Okay, and in a new layer, which is going to be named S for stroke. Oh, but first I'm gonna press P, and this is gonna be my pen, and I'm gonna try to draw this sort of like reddish shape. Alright, so A to modify those things there, those Bezier points, like that. I'm gonna curve it significantly. There we go. There we are. And then I'm gonna just press enter, select every point, press T on my keyboard and turn it a little bit around, play with this sort of like the size and whatnot, and then I'm gonna place it where I believe it is the correct place, like there. Press enter on my keyboard, then go to my paths tab, and I'm selecting this path. I'm gonna turn it into selection. Then I'm gonna go press G on my keyboard, select my layer and press G. Good. Now we're talking. Good. So I'm gonna deselect it and just move it around a little bit. Good. There we go. And I'm just gonna create some light strokes, or maybe some more texture, but I'm gonna go create it with this color. Okay, I'm gonna create another, and I'm gonna press Alt in between to bind it, and I'm gonna zoom, and then press brush and lower down, upper down the hardness of my tip and lower down the stroke size like this, about there. And then I'm gonna be starting with this finish here. There's the lightning on my, and this is just some sort of guide, right? We're not taking this too far with the lighting and whatnot. So there we go. I'm just giving it some variation like that, and I'm gonna turn it into multiply. Oh, it's hideous. Well, don't you worry, we can just blur it a little bit. Gaussian blur. There we go. It's just the finish, so we know that it's an uneven surface. We'll create another one, and I'm gonna just also bind that, and I'm gonna repeat the operation with the same color that we had, and just now I'm gonna be illuminating this part, the ones that get the light from the top like this, and here, right there we go. So these are the parts that I lighten up, filter, and apply the same filter. There we go. We go to screen mode, and boom. Now I'm gonna go back to my original sample here, right? And then I'm gonna just lower down to 65, around there, and boom. I'm going to create another for the outline, and remember this goes like a multiply, and there we go. We're just, oh no, it's too light, yeah, a lot. So I'm gonna leave it like that, here, boom. And I'm just gonna go and outline my little part here. Boom, good, like that. I'm gonna just draw these because remember these are different parts of that thing, as lack of a better word. I don't know what's the best way to call these. Stem, I think. Put the stem in here. Alright, there we go. Right, there we go. And also like that. Boom. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a blur like that, and there we go. Fit everything in the screen, and that's gonna be my stem. Right, we are close to finish with this. So group S, that stands for stem, and this is gonna be the general illumination. But there, then I'm going to boom, this is my little thing here, and I'm gonna just place this here. There we go. And now the next part here is I'm going to apply an effect. This one is here, but I'm just gonna be I'm gonna get rid of this one in the bottom. Just click there and you will be able to just yeah, about, hold on, yeah, double click on that. Then this is going to turn into a radial one and invert it, and then just scale up. Okay, boom, there we go. Just a bit to give it a good looking feel. And now I believe this is good. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of glow with my brush like this, and I'm gonna just lower down the roughness and well, like that, and then this one like this. Yeah, just like that. Filter and Gaussian, and just like that. Just integrate it, and then this, and lower it down. Just a little hint of color. Good. So I hope you like this. I'm gonna just sign it for whatever it's worth. And then we're gonna go. Good. So we have this part completed. Remember, this doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a little drawing here, and it's gonna be called concept. So yeah, I'm gonna replace it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to my file and export PNG. Quick export this PNG. Go to pumpkim and concept PNG and save. Okay, so now what's the next? We should be jumping directly into ZBrush, and boom, empty ZBrush document, go to Lightbox, and I just selected regular polysphere, zoom it out. After just a really quick break, and I'm gonna start out here. I'm just checking that it's a regular subdivision, and well, the first thing that I'm going to do is just go into the transform tab, right? And well, I believe that the first thing to do and in this particular project is to set the divisions around the pumpkin, you know. I'm just gonna press Control and do this, right? Boom. How about that? There we go. It's better, don't you think? Good. Sometimes when you're trying to achieve something, especially when you're dealing with perspective, well, you try to just get the shortest way to achieve the best result possible. So, well, that's something that I came up with just now. As you see, as you could see, I was just sort of like struggling a bit, but then, well, some ideas come to save your life whenever you're not expecting it. Okay, so I'm gonna just shrink mask a little bit, just a tad, like this. Good. Alright, so now you see that it lost a little bit of definition. I'm gonna just sharpen this a little bit, yeah, and you will see these ridges I was telling you about now. They are right in where we want it. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is just blur, no, not blur it. Gonna go to my front view I'm gonna go to the formation thing. I'm going to inflate this like that. Boom. You see? Just like about 50. How about that? And then I'm gonna polish a little bit. Good. Another hit there. And if you see, we're starting to see something that is close to the shape that we want to represent here. I'm gonna go to my inflate balloon thing, and I'm gonna give it just a stronger approach there. If you see, we are getting close, right? So I'm gonna polish this just a bit like maybe 8. Boom, there we go. And I'm gonna smooth it. Good, there we go. So I believe here, maybe, just maybe, that we're close enough. So I'm gonna pause a little bit, just a second, because my mom is calling. Hold on just a bit. Thank you very much for bearing with me now. Good. So now that we have this thing, we we had the basic here, right? And I think, well, if you notice, I just went back a few steps so that I could just create more geometry, right? So I did it with 7 ridges. Good. So I repeated the process up to here. So we just have to go back. I just created the polysphere. Set my transform tool to activate symmetry on Y, radial symmetry, radial clone 7. I just did the mask like this. Set. And then I just went to my deformation and inflate that, right? Inflate balloon a little bit like that, and polish. At the end of the day, it was fairly simple. Polish my filters and then relax. No, not relax. Oh, well, from here I think it's okay, right? So we see here that we have this and it's more accurate. So I'm gonna just delete that, right? So we have this, and now I'm gonna just smooth it out just like this. What I'm aiming to do is just try to flatten up this just a tad. So that's why I'm gonna be smoothing up a lot, just a bit. 1 or 2 could do. And all right, now that we have this, we're gonna go to our texture. Good. And I'm gonna import this texture from my pumpkin, maybe PNG. Okay, it doesn't work. No wonder why. Texture and load spotlight. I'm gonna go pumpkin. No sir, it's not possible. Come on, hold on. Texture, and I will import my concept, and I will say open. Then I go to texture again, select this one, and add to spotlight. add to spotlight. There we go, boom. And you see this thing here. I'm gonna just put down the opacity like about there. Good. So there we go. Shift set to deactivate and shift set to activate again. So I'm gonna deactivate for now. And the next step that we're gonna be taking now is go to gravity thing. So this is gonna be a little bit more close to the ground at the bottom, like this. Okay, this simulates some sort of like gravity effect that brings some parts of this down. So I'm gonna go get rid of my symmetry by now. For now, I mean. And now I'm gonna give it a little bit of an inflate balloon so I can mark this a little bit more. So I'm gonna go rotate this thing, and I believe that this is very similar to the pumpkin that we want. I'm gonna just verify that a bit, just a little bit, and then I'm gonna inflate it a little bit more, like such. And this is almost perfect here. It is moved just a bit. Boom. Now I'm gonna go to the move thing here. I'm gonna shift and set my this little thing here, and I'm gonna try to equal my the dimensions here, right? So I'm gonna just be really aggressive in this part and try to match the shape of my little drawing that I made. Okay, so there we go. It doesn't have to match it perfectly for now. Okay, so if we are just clever enough, just use the different tools that we have here, we won't have to stroll very much with our pumpkin to match this. So shift and set just to see what we have here. And yeah, we're missing some dimension modification here, which is this one. Good. And there we go. Boom. We're almost done with this first part of our pumpkin. So now I'm gonna go inflate balloon like that, just this, and I'm gonna polish it a little bit. And what we have here is almost perfect. Go. I'm gonna go to the masking tab, and there's a certain part that will say something like crease. Okay, mask by features, crease. Okay, no, didn't work. Mask by cavity. Boom. There we go. There we go. And we just need to finesse this mask a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go to control. Oh yeah, draw, and just hold on. I need to lower down my draw size, and I need to complete these parts. Okay, just like that. Just a little bit, try to follow along the creases that you find like this, so that we don't get any funky outcomes. Good. So I'm gonna just double check if this is alright. Yeah, it's almost good. This is well done, and now I'm gonna frame this. I'm gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna leave it where I can see. Then I'm gonna go back to my other formation and inflate a little bit. Yeah, why not? Just to remark this a little bit, and we do not lose more detailing here. Right, so there we go. I'm gonna shift set just to determine if this is good. So I'm gonna just place this. Yeah, it's almost well. So remember, this is a reference, but yeah, we're almost good at it. Maybe just like that, and then gravity up, so I just saw that it was going up. What else will I have to do? I'm gonna be trying to just twist it on. No, I was wrong. Maybe on the set. No, not the set, but the X. And yeah, just to give it some variation around. And then the taper thing, it's gonna bump it a little bit more, or not. Oh, but when it just to oh yeah, the taper thing is X and Y, I think. Just a little bit. So we have variation. That's our measuring here. The variation and the size. Yeah, we're gonna increase the size significantly. Good. Now we have it. Right. So here it is. I'm gonna go to geometry. Right. I'm gonna divide it a little bit. And clay polish, why not? Yes. Now that we have this finish, I'm gonna select my trim dynamic brush, and I'm gonna significantly increase this, and I'm gonna start creating this little sort of like hole here. Doesn't have to be perfect, remember, right? So there we go, boom. And then shift to just smooth it a little bit. This is the part where we will have the little stem on the top. All right, so good. Then we have to go downstairs and repeat the operation. Good. So, but in this case, what I need here is to create a much more dramatic finishing here. Right? Remember to just keep it. And then I'm gonna just mask this around and invert it. And then I'm gonna just zoom and I'm gonna group my selection, because remember I just inverted. So if I want to reduce this part, I'm gonna go mask and shrink mask. No, it was the other way around. Grow mask, yeah, grow mask, sharpen mask, and then I'm gonna double check if everything went like I wanted. Yeah. So in this case, I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm gonna go to move, and then I will do this, just this single thing. Why is that? Because this is the bottom, and then I'm gonna go to my mask, and then I'm gonna shrink the mask like that. And then with my brush, I'm gonna just hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna just shift, no, alt to unmask this part as well. right? Boom. Then I'm gonna just give it a little bit of smoothing, and lower than that, like that, like that, and like that. Just remember that the bottom part has this some sort of like weird shape. There we go. Good. So I'm gonna get rid of the mask like that, and I'm gonna go frame this whole thing again, zoom it out, just put that to the bottom, do the deformation, go to my gravity again, where is it, and yeah, boom, pull it a little bit down. Alright, so close, get closer. I'm gonna work with this again to polish out this part. Really important. I really need this to be marked in there, for I'm gonna be doing something very special afterwards. Now I'm gonna go to my clay build-up, and I'm gonna start creating this finish in my pumpkin. Maybe gonna increase this a little bit so that we have this nice texture here. Remember, when my pumpkin is mature enough to just be ready to be eaten up, maybe to be consumed by, is ready for human consumption, and we have this really textured surface on it. And yeah, I'm gonna just try to equal this finish. Like that, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna hold it here on frame and continue. Like, just zoom out. This time to giving me some issues, but don't you worry, it's normal. Always, it can never like just be just how you want it. So we can continue trying to add more and more and more texture to the surface, try to be irregular, so that it has the appearance of a real vegetable, a organic form with irregularities all over the surface. So yeah, continue with this, and just remember that if you think that you're being very intense with this, well, you just have to from this thing, zoom it out and place it there, and you can polish it just a bit, like 1 or 2. Let's do it 2. No, that was too much. So 1, just 1. And yeah, yet we still have this here, right? So now that I have the basis of this, maybe I'm gonna go to my brushes and let us see. Clay tubes, maybe not clay tubes. I'm gonna use clay tubes. Why not? So There we go. I'm gonna increase my size here, and I'm gonna just give a little bit of strokes in here. Remember, like that. Remember, it's just all about irregularities, and we're trying to do it the best we can. Alright, don't you worry. You will always have the chance to just finesse every single detail that you'd like or that you need, like this. So I'm gonna lower down the intensity, well, no, afterwards, and continue with this thing like that. Just to be just a little hint, just a little, almost nothing here. And yeah, I always struggle a lot with this thing, but don't you worry. And yet we're heading up. We're heading up there. So yeah, we're close to where we're trying to go. Just do it. Try to visualize every single detail on the surface of your pumpkin. Good. Then just polish a little bit, and one is good. But you see, we're starting to get that finish in here. All right. So also start to be done. I think I would leave it like this here, because this is the base mesh. My base mesh is ready. So now I'm gonna click save, and I'm gonna go to my pumpkin. Oh, projects. Oh, okay, let me double check real quick for something that I need. And yeah, I'm gonna save my tool. Not the project. Just remember to go to document and save as. Document, save as, save the tool. Always go save the tool. Elsewhere you're gonna lose everything. So I'm gonna go to the carpet, gonna name it second attempt, and pump body, like just P underscore body to the pumpkin body. I always body. Very good. And that body goes inside this carpet. There. This file. All right. Now that we save that, not switch. Okay. You will see it around here. Okay. So yeah. What else? I'm gonna just go to my sub tool and I'm gonna duplicate it. All right. Then I'm gonna press move and I'm gonna move it up. You'll see. I'm gonna place it just at the very top, and guess what? I'm gonna shrink it just like that, and then I'm gonna go to the top view, then shrink it around again, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. Right, so what we just did was to create the mind, the little stem at the top. So I'm gonna just go to my deformation thinking, and I'm gonna use the gravity so that this will sit on the very top of my thing here, and this gives way more variation to this geometry. Let's zoom it a little bit. Good. And we'll see here that it's oh, hold on, I'm gonna just decrease this the intensity and the size, right? So if we see, yeah, it's maybe good. Okay, I'm gonna polish this a little bit. Yes, more. And I'm gonna spherize it just another tad, and then I'm gonna move it down, but I'm gonna squeeze it. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom it out, and as we all see, we have this thing here. So what else is there to be done with our little stem? We have to fit it on the bottom, so it's like just embracing the top of our pumpkin, but also we should like just trim the top a little bit like that. And yes, and I'm gonna start like just also smoothing a lot. Smooth. Remember to smooth it out. And maybe one polish by feature would be good. Boom. And I'm gonna just twist it. No, but hold on, just a sec. Like that. Okay. Tip it down. And then just twist it just a tad, like this. I like it. You will see that this is just good. The contrast is a tad. Now that it's just twisted, and maybe skew it around. No, well, not that much, because yeah. No, hold on. No, that wasn't right. But you'll see here this thing is alright. And what else is there to be done? I think that I will squeeze it. Nah, not much. Yeah, contrast that, and then I'm gonna zoom out. And now that I have this sort of like finish in here, maybe not much. But I'm gonna go back from here. I'm gonna twist it, but not that much, right? Just a little. Good. Then I'm gonna move thing. I'm gonna click on the gear. Well, it's always hard for me to click on the gear. And then I will bend curve. The bend curve here. No, not the bend curve. Oh yeah. I have to go to my up geometry, press subdivision level. Then I'm gonna click back the gear and bend curve, and then I will just give it another divot in here, and I'm gonna just move it like that, and move it like that. So we have this in here going on and such. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this. Yes, just turn around, and it's very straight up in here, just like this, and like that. Maybe just go up. There we go. I'm gonna leave it like that. And then I'm gonna just turn it around like this. You see, we just created this twisted stem or whatnot, this thing, and voila. Try to place it just where it belongs, and yeah, okay. Yeah, and here. Good. What else? just like that. I'm gonna freeze subdivisions. Oh fuck, sorry. And I'm gonna just go to my to okay. What happened here? Just like that. Maybe geometry. Bye. Good. So we don't lose much of the detail here. I'm gonna draw, and I'm just trying to smooth this out like that. Alright, so we got it. Decrease this drawing size like that. I'm gonna just smooth a little bit here. So remember to smooth enough all of the geometry. Good. And then we're gonna go to this zoom out. I'm gonna go to deformation, polish, just about 1. Good. And then I'm gonna go contrast it a bit, just inflate so much like that. Good. Now I'm gonna go back to my soup tool. Where's my soup tool here? Yeah, here. And I'm gonna go, yeah. Then selecting this one, I'm gonna just go to the bottom of it, like such. Alright. And I'm gonna start masking some parts of my geometry, like in this, like this. Mask it well. I'm gonna just go to my little thing here. I'm gonna activate the transparent thing. No, but it was the other way around. Good. So yeah, we have this here, and we're gonna go here just enough and go to the bottom. Remember just to grab all this part of this curve here. So this is the one that we're going to be growing, and delete this one. Like with Alt, we can just get rid of this part. Let's see, Control Alt, there we go. Alright, then I'm just move these aside and continue with the other one, like in here. Alright, and there we will be able to see this thing here, and then just move it. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna repeat that maybe from here. Alright, there we go, and it's fine. Just gotta be careful masking the correct areas of the geometry that we need, and not grabbing some other parts that are not needed for this effect that we're going to be creating, like those roots of these stems that are going to be directly grabbing our geometry. So here we can see that we can grab this other part, and that's about it, right? So I'm gonna go frame this thing, zoom out, and then go back and no, like this, and then zoom in. Remember, I struggle a lot to navigate in 3D, not only in ZBrush but in most of the software that I use. I don't know why it does. Sometimes working with this specific part of the software gets so difficult. So there we go. I'm gonna go to inflate. I'm gonna increase this significantly, and I'm gonna start inflating this part So these sort of like root things, they will be able to just, oh, but hold on, I just forgot something. I need to, right, we'll do it again, because this is a very important part of the tutorial. Like, get rid of this transparent thing. You see this, right? This topology. This is good enough just to work with it, and what I would like to do is to show another feature here, which goes in geometry, and it's the Dynamesh. If I go to Dynamesh, this is created this other mesh, which is different from the first that we created. And the reason to use Dynamesh is, as the name may suggest, that the mesh is now dynamic. Whenever you made any distortion, any changes, any modification to your general geometry, the mesh is going to be dynamically adapted to the new forms and ways that you are prompting to the computer to apply to your mesh. And what this is going to do is create even subdivisions on your mesh, so that at the end of the day you can just preserve two things, even subdivision and also details. So there we go. Now that we know what's Dynamesh for, we can now continue with what we were doing. So control to mask and select these parts. I'm gonna select a little bit more, and then I'm gonna be finessing them like this, like this, like this. Good. And then up to here, that's alright. I'm gonna just zoom out and put it there and move it, and then zoom a little bit out, rotate it, and then what's my I'll just use this thing, and then I'm gonna leave two between it, so I'm gonna grab this one, and boom, there we go, like that. Okay, I'm gonna just go to my soup tool and hide this, and then I'll continue just masking this one like that, and I'm gonna get rid of this part here. I'm gonna lower down my brush size just to edit this like such. Okay, and then just curve this one down like that. Alright, good. And then go here like this. Alright, like such. I think I'm ready in there. Good, good, good. Then go here. Select that thing in there, right there. Okay, and there we go, and there we go. All right, so been done that, what I'm gonna do is frame and put it where it belongs, then frame it again, and there it is. So go to my scale. Oh, but this has to put it, no, control, just like that. And no, this wasn't the best approach, so no, don't even think of that. So I'm gonna go and do it one by one. Yeah, I was just trying to save some time, but if it ain't possible, then well, we won't do it, or we won't attempt to do it. So okay, come on, good. So now I'm gonna go to my inflate brush, right? And now yeah, I'm gonna more dramatic, and I'm doing, oh, hold on, just like a bit, good, and hold on just like that bit in here as well. I'm gonna go move it this, and then I'm moving outside like that. That's the thing that we are trying to do. Remember, just to smooth it, and then try other one like this, something smooth, and try to just set a real equilibrium between this and the move. This may take a little bit of time, but believe me, it's going to be good at the end. So we're gonna lower down the intensity and the size, so it will allow us to just finesse this part, and also this part needs some finessing as well, like that. And we are gonna be inflating this bit, and also like that. Good. And just give it a little bit more of the finishing in here, and then I'm gonna just mask this part like that. And good, and out. There we go. And like such, I believe. And invert it, and then mask this part a little bit more, like that. And then I'm gonna just get rid of this part here, and also in here. Good. And then I'm gonna go back to the move tool. No, we can increase now the size of our brush, and yeah, that's better, right? Good. Now just pull it outside like that, and then inflate just a little bit, and then go to smooth it real quick. Smooth it. Yep, smooth it all along. Smooth all the way. And move it again. No, move it. Okay. Like that. Good. I was just thinking of a good joke somebody said today about the disguises that everyone's choosing. No, nowadays disguises, Halloween disguises are fairly good, like advanced and almost technological way, like, you know, all the makeup effects that are available for almost everyone who can afford it, which back in the day when I was growing up wasn't that much available for, especially for kids. And now it's so easy just to be characterized like, maybe, I don't know, any character that you like to be disguised like. But I think that people is losing all of the, how would we say that, the genius that it takes to be more creative than just buying the thing and following instructions. That's what I mean. And well, I find it kind of sad. I don't know why. Maybe it is not, but yeah, maybe it is. I'm gonna just because I saw that this is losing a little bit more detail, so I'm gonna try to recover it by using this clay build-up thing. Good, there, and then just right, all right, and then from here inflate, and maybe there where we'll find this. Right, so there we go. Yeah, we're finding it pretty neat, I think. I don't know, maybe you say maybe you're not liking this tutorial, I don't know, but well, I hope you do it. I hope you like it. I mean, okay, and maybe here we go, just in here, right now. Just invert this and start moving it outside like this. Or no, I'm gonna be more dramatic, just like this, and yeah. Oh, hold on, because else I'm going to lose some details in here, which I already lost. So anyway, put it where it belongs and unmask it, and then I'm gonna go with my okay build up and just do it like this, so that it has a continuous, or it blends continuously to this part, and boom. I believe that we are almost good to go, like such. Maybe, I don't know, you tell me. Alright, I think that this is about right, and I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna zoom out, and well, it's not kind of like very equal to this other pumpkin, as you can see. It will give us the effect of it, right? So what I'm gonna do now is just turn that off, and for the sake of this tutorial, see what was the action of this dynamesh thing. It's really neat, right? Okay, so now that we have this, the other thing that we need is to create a SVG document where we can use it just to create the Google expression of our pumpkin there. So don't you worry about that. I think that we are ready to go to another software to continue with that task. So I'm gonna pause it from here, and we're gonna go ahead and do it with a more accurate tool. So hold on, we'll be right back. Thank you very much for bearing with us on this little pause we made here. So now that we have this, the next thing is to duplicate this, because we need to just get the interior wall so that when we carve the pumpkin, we can see the interior on it. So don't you worry about that. We will be watching that very well. So I'm gonna go transparent the first part, and then the second part I'm gonna just scale it down. Okay, first in here, and you will see in this part, let's frame it so we see it with more detail. I'm gonna just keep almost the same distance on all of our axes. So and yeah, there we go. We're here. Good, right? So I'm gonna frame it again. No, just zoom it out. And I'm gonna check that this is all inside this. So don't you worry, we will have this correct. Okay. So at this point it looks well. Okay. Alright, so now what I have to do here is just tell this thing that we are gonna be getting this off from our upper body. So now that we get this transparency off, this is all set up for Boolean operation, right? So the next part that we may be needing in here is just to go to the other software, which is going to be Illustrator, and we will be able just to see what to do now with this geometry. Okay, so now that we have this and we have reached a very good stage of our project, we're far more advanced. And okay, so I'm gonna just open my Illustrator thing here. So boom, it's opening. Good. I want to grab a new document. I'm gonna use the default setting, and I'm gonna place my concept here. Okay, I'm gonna place it like this. Boom. And I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna create a new one, and here I'm just gonna go zoom, and I'm gonna replicate this with my vector pen, just as you can see. Now this is one, this is another one. I'm gonna make a little changing here because I just thought that it would be good, like to give it this sort of like scar, and boom, because it's a mean bunny pumpkin, because it's gonna be a bunny pumpkin. Alt just to click in there. So if you press A, you will be able to just manipulate these curves, these spline curves. Good. And yeah, just place it below the other ones so it has some coincidence. There. Good. Now I'm gonna create the nose. I'm gonna just give it more, do it more straight, like that. Good. And then I'm gonna just go here and go here and go here, go here. Good. All of those ought to be like this. One. Here. And yeah. No. Just give it like one space, and here, here, but I'm gonna just lower down the opacity here, okay, so that we can see through. Okay, continue. And the bunny ones, right? So B, opacity up. What do you think? I'm just gonna try to even up these bottom lines here. Well, maybe a kid carved this pumpkin, but let's make it a careful kid, an artistic kid. So good. Now I'm gonna just get rid of the art below. Bye. Yes, delete it. And I'm gonna just turn this around, and I'm gonna turn off the outline. And this is about what I think I need. Well, maybe not. This doesn't look much like a bunny. This looks more like a bunny, right? Not that much. I'm gonna just put it like that. And yeah, I'm gonna just, no, not here, but in the outside, yeah. I'm gonna round it like this. This is more bunny-ish, right? And yeah, so I'm gonna go to document and gonna save as SVG file. I'm gonna save it in the pumpkin. I'm gonna put, I'm gonna name it as face 2md save, and okay. Alright, so now that we are there, we already accomplished this part. We're gonna go jumping back into ZBrush, where I'm gonna go up here to the plugin thing, and I'm gonna use something that it's called the SVG. I don't remember what was the name of it, but yeah, I think that this is in the C plugin. 3D text and vector shape. Now I'm gonna press new SVG. I'm gonna go to pumpkin and face second and open it. And boom. What's gonna happen here, I'm gonna just turn off my geometries, is that we're gonna be having this sort of thing here. Alright, and what I'm gonna do is just to extrude it a lot, and I'm gonna turn on this and this too, and I'm just gonna be moving it forwards. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm gonna just reduce all my polys, because too much polys will make be difficult for the software to load. Alright, so I'm gonna divide it just once for the sake of the vision to be okay. Bye. And it's gonna be more regular. You see, like if it was really carved in, okay, just go to divide thing, and yeah, but divide just once, and good. It's more carved, because I don't want to lose this, because if I divide it too much, it's losing lots of detail. So that's where I'm going to go now. Alright, so now I'm going to go to the subtool thing here, down, and I'm going to move this to the top like that. Alright, I believe that I have fixed the issue. I just need to change the path into my app. So now that we have this here, and I will go to my subtool thing and just remember that I have this. I'm gonna duplicate this one. I'm gonna go to the one at the top, and I'm gonna set it to transparent. Okay, I'm gonna just do this. Subtool. All right, transparent. Surface, and I'm gonna just press the smooth thing, and I'm gonna go down, right? I will move it like this, and I'm gonna go inside like this, just there, move it again, and move it towards the bottom. And I have this. I think that this is good to go. What I'm gonna do now is go to my deformation thing with a polish, fairly, like about 7 is good, and then I'm gonna go smooth by 5 as well. If we go now and see, this is fairly right. Okay, also something that I would like to do to the geometry is clay polish, clay polish, and just see the polishes in there. Okay, just like that. But oh, okay, we are good to go. I don't know what happens in here. Maybe I'm just gonna apply a zero measure in this thing, which is gonna be very useful, I think. No, but just same subdivision, keep creases, no, not double, same, and press the measure. Well, this thing wasn't like really good with this, but Dynamesh, no, clay polish. Well, I'll leave it like that. Good. So now that I have this, I'm just gonna go to my C plugin, and I'm gonna search for text 3D and vectors, and I'm gonna go to new SVG. I'm gonna bring the face inside, and I'm gonna move it towards the front of it, and then no, not like this, just oh, but this is really weird, like that, not like that, just place it where it belongs. Okay, good. So what else did I do with this? I'm going to geometry, I'm going to Dynamesh, just not like that, cause I'm gonna just put it like 8, and Dynamesh, no, I'm just leaving it like that. Yes, this is more useful because this is going to be just like that. I'll leave it like this. Okay, I'm gonna just decrease the size of it and move it up, move it a little bit in the side so that the very middle of the teeth are there. Good. I'm good to go. I'm just setting everything so that we can just continue with this. I'm gonna go to the sub tool thing and moving this down. Okay, surface 1. This one is going to be renamed as face. And alright, we have the face, we have the inside, so rename it inside, enter, and then go up, and this is gonna be surface, which is good. So surface is gonna be the start, and then we go down and down. I'm gonna be setting this like this and like this, and then we just keep on the surface. We go render live booleans, and if everything went right, we will be having these live booleans. Alright, no. Man, this is kinda weird here. Okay, the stem is outside. Okay. I don't know what's happening, but this is the start, surface, and the surface. Okay. No, not the start. No. Surface is the start. This is too little too. Alright, I see. Visible count 4. Alright, we're better working with this. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, so I'm gonna just move this. Yes, and set the start like that, and we're gonna move this. Alright, but I need just to get back. I'm gonna go to render components. I don't need that right now. Okay, so this should be working. If not, merged surface. No, I need this tool here. Surface, yeah, this is the one. Okay. Okay. So in this case, something was not quite right. No way. And you can just get rid of this thing and then move it. Go to C plugin. Render, and then live boolean, and there we go. I was just missing some steps here, and then now that we have this gorgeous thing here, now we're ready. We're ready with this. Now I'm gonna go right into my tool and go see, and it's gonna open the damn cinema thing again. So don't worry, it's gonna be doing as it wants. So okay, we're gonna follow along with this anyhow. Yeah, the cinema thing here. Oh shit. Discard. Oh. Well, yeah, it's really hard to get away with this. So, and I'm gonna be needing to edit a lot. Right. Don't you worry. This fucking shit. Good. Now, I'm gonna create a new window for the new cinema thing. Good. And no. So I'm gonna pause it. Okay, well, we're back here. We went through some difficult situation regarding the configuration of this, so don't worry, we will find the solution. So I'm gonna import this separate OBJ things that I just exported from ZBrush. And I'm gonna grow this to 10, 10, 10. Right, no, well, we need maybe another 0 in that. Okay, yeah, this is about the right size. Good enough. So this is my, yeah, this would be my surface, the outside, with all those irregularities that we just worked out, and the ZBrush. So I'm gonna name this surface. Good. Now I'm gonna go open this inside and just taking up the pre-adjustment. I'm gonna say okay, and I'm just gonna go to 100 as well. 100, 100, and 100. And this is an extra module just because, well, didn't got the chance to, well, do it as I would like to. So I'm used to erasing this one, and I'm gonna go to the corrode shading thing here, which is just a single one. That's good. Now let me double check on the other one. Just copy, delete it, and no. I'm gonna just, yeah, the surface thing is gonna go down for now. I'm gonna evaluate this one just to detect if we have double transformations in here, and I think yes. So I'm gonna, yeah, this is a double mesh. So what I'm gonna go do here is just erase the outer part, right? So UL in here, and okay, something is happening. I'm just, okay, yeah, something's happening here. Okay, yeah. So okay, and okay, click outside. I'm gonna click in one of those, and I'm gonna wait until it shows. There it is, and then I'm gonna press move, and boom, this is how I got the chance to use this. So UI to invert it. Alright, no, this is gonna be hard, but please bear with me. UL. Okay. Maybe this is gonna be this one, UG. Just to see if we are able to grab these other ones. And I'm doing this just to try to overcome that sort of like malfunction that I got with the ZBrush thing, the plugin, the Go See. Well, it just wasn't working at all. So I needed some kind of solution. Just, well, let's delete this. Right, I just deleted that. Alright, good. So now that we have deleted this thing, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna press this, only visible, boom. Okay, only visible, boom. And then here I'm gonna just grow it all the way, grow it all the way. Until it goes. Just okay. I'm missing a couple down there. Good. Then I'm gonna be able to move these and get rid of this other one. I'll check this, and boom, we have that. And now I'm gonna just zero out this one. So okay, I'm gonna just go here and put it inside, just slightly inside. I'm gonna go to my other views. This is gonna be the frontal view, and voila, we have this as a same geometry. Good. So view on the view. Yeah, I know that this may be weird, but I wouldn't stop doing the tutorial for you guys if nothing works, so don't you worry. Inside, and then I will get rid of this one. I'll get rid of this one. So I'm just gonna object connect. This is surface 1, so this is gonna be my pumpkin. Good. I'm gonna delete all the other ones. So Alt to just do it quicker. And now that I have this, I'm gonna merge it. Okay, I'm gonna just save this as correction geo underscore correct. Yeah, I would really save a lot of time if I just were able to just use the plugins as they are supposed, but don't you worry. Now I'm gonna go for the stem. Stem is right here. Okay, remember we have now a size of 100 per part, and that's it. Enter. Good. And now it's on its place. This one is has its corrected topology, the same as this. All right. Good. Now I'm going to leave this one like this. Okay, this is not needed by now. This is gonna be renamed under stem. All right, Good. And now I'm be importing my face. So go Shift O to open. I'm gonna go to face and accept, and again remember value was 100 and 1. Hold on, 100. Enter. Boom. There we have this. And now I'm just double checking that this is yeah, good. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just get a Boolean operator and add the pumpkin here. I'm gonna place it just above the pumpkin, and this is the stem, right? No, this is the face. I'm gonna delete the material tag. I'm gonna go to basic. I'm gonna put face in here, and then I'm gonna go put this just above the pumpkin and toss it inside the Boolean operator. And if everything is okay, this should be working. So boom, there it is. There we go. Yes, wonderful. So we have this lesson learned here. If anything and the world doesn't work quite right with one tool, we always try to move on and try to get the right one to complete the task or the job. Okay, so this was what I needed to do, and well, now that we have this, I believe that I'm going to just name this as pumpkin underscore correct. All right, good. We have the stem here. We're gonna be grouping this and name it pumpkin. Okay, pumpkin. Good. And okay, something. I'm gonna save this before it explodes or something. I'm gonna select these ones and group them and just name it backup. Right, so I'm gonna just hide those, and then I'm gonna select my marquee selection, or just this one, edit, copy, and I'm gonna go to a new one. I'm gonna paste this right there. Right, let's wait. I'm gonna just all right, we're ready on here. I'm gonna click here. Yes, I'm gonna keep my my changes. I'm gonna save changes, and in the new one you will see what I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna have any trouble, and you know, I really don't like the way that Cinema 4D works with the UVs that much. I rather go and UV this geometry within Maya. All right, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm gonna just go to File and Export, and exporting a limbic file into my pumpkin, and I'm gonna pumpkin folder, and I'm gonna name it under pumpkin underscore correct. Good. There, it's going to be exporting that. Didn't take long, so we're good to go, I believe. All right, so this is it for Cinema 4D. I'm gonna jump into Maya right now. So hold on just a sec, and boom, we're inside Maya. Good. Just gonna create a new scene. Right, And well, let me just go here. Sorry. Oh my god. So something is gonna be happening, I don't know. Okay, good. We're ready. Okay, next thing to do is just go file, and there was yeah, I'm gonna import. I'm gonna go to my root folder. I'm gonna copy the link. I'm gonna paste it right here, just like we see. Good. Press enter, and we're gonna get that Alembic file inside. Come on, import it, and then we will see that is enormous, which we don't want. So I'm gonna just delete the first one and this one as well, and just well, no, I'm gonna press a 0 here. 0. I keep the first 0 inside and 1, and then I'm gonna just copy the value and paste it. Because yeah, the size is something important. And well, now we see that we just got this size correct. Maybe how about 90? I think that it would be better to just lower it down to 90, 09. Just copy, just paste, and just paste. And it's close enough to our base. Right, so now we can press 3, and yes. And it's going to take some time in order to just soften the edges. Good. Then, well, I'm seeing something weird here. Yeah, this is, I'm gonna press 1. Alright, so I encountered this weird stuff here, and I'm gonna try to fix it. Yeah, for this ain't gonna be useful. So yeah, no, that's, I think that we just need to combine it into a single mesh, right? So I'm gonna just go here and here and go to poly model surface, and then I will press combine. Boom. This is the first thing I did. So edit, delete all by type and history, and there we go. And we have the stem. So now we just got 2 pieces of different geometry here, which is correct. And I'm just gonna go for it, right? So just delete everything. Alright, we're gonna do it from here. Rename it. Okay. Well, starting to act funny. Okay. Pumpkin and stem. And what I'm gonna do from now is just to we see that we have the normals in there. I'm just gonna group this on this group is gonna be named pumpkin, and then I'm gonna save my file. I'm gonna save scene as, and I'm gonna go back here, copy the link to my root folder, select everything, Control B, enter, and then just put pumpkin. All right, save. There we go. All right, so this is where we start in Maya. We need to make some corrections, but don't you worry, everything is gonna work just fine. I'm gonna go to my object mode, click outside, and well, I have a surprise whatsoever, yes, but I'm gonna just add that part within Maya because I believe that's best. It's for the best, but that is going to be in the second part of the tutorial, right? So now we're here, and this is our work so far, right? So I hope you enjoy it. Tomorrow we'll have the second part in which we will learn how to UV unwrap this so that we have the maps in which we are going to be pasting the, well, just wrapping the correct textures, a texture map that we're going to bring it to another software, but we don't want to paint it by hand, trying to mimic the finish that we had in our concept art. And well, I'm so sorry for the fuck up that I got regarding the Ghost Refresh plugin. If anyone got the answer to just fix it, I would highly appreciate for you to touch base with me and share that information. Remember that we're on YouTube, Instagram, Behance. Oh yeah, I need to just update the little banner because I'm no longer an X. Blue Sky, I don't remember what was TT, but well, yeah, I will leave a link on the description so that you can follow along with the with the social media profiles, so that we can be in touch, so you can share information and knowledge with me, and I'll be more than glad to share the few that I know about all of this software with you. And well, remember to just comment, share, maybe send a message, whether it is love or hate, it counts either way. So thank you very much. This is the first part of our pumpkin tutorial. 31st. Enjoy your Halloween night, and this is Carlos. Thank you for watching this VerminStudio tutorial and workflow, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Halloween night. Cheers.